A very pleasant morning to all my dear children. Welcome back to English Online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. How are you all doing, children? I hope you all attempted the assessments well, isn't it? Yes. Okay, children, let's move on to our today's topic. So today we will discuss the textual exercises of lesson 5, Smriti at the Wicket. See, my ma'am had already taught you or discussed with you the lesson, and I know that you all are inspired by the life of Smriti Mantana, isn't it? Yes. So at this moment, I would also like to remind you of one of the famous quotes of APJ Abdul Kalam, a former president who is also known as People's President. You all might have heard this quote: "Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It is something that does not let you sleep." So you all are familiar with this quote. So what do you mean by this? That dreaming is the first step to achieve our goal. It is the first step towards our goal. But dreaming alone is not enough. What all we had to do? We had to work hard for it. We had to put in our maximum efforts, our best possible efforts to achieve our goal, to achieve our ambitions. And this is a value that we received from our lesson Smriti at the Wicket. Last year we have learned the life of Mary Kom, isn't it? Yes. We were inspired by the life of Mary Kom also. Even she had to suffer many difficulties. It's after many difficulties that she has become a boxing champion. So similarly, children, if we want to achieve something great, we have to put in our maximum efforts. Only then we can be a successful person. So with this note, let's start our today's session. Children, let's move to our today's topic. The first part is the grammar section. In grammar, you have direct speech and indirect speech. We'll avoid this topic, direct speech and indirect speech, because we can study it in our higher classes. Still, let me give you a brief introduction. What is a direct speech and what is an indirect speech? Children, we can convey the message of one person to another in two ways. There are two ways of conveying a message of one person to another. And we can make use of direct speech or indirect speech for that. Okay. If you are using the same words of the speaker to someone else, if you are repeating the same words of the speaker to someone else, then we are making use of the direct speech. But if we are conveying that same message in our own words by not using the exact words of the speaker to someone else, then it is called indirect speech. So what do you mean by a direct speech? When we are repeating the same words of the speaker without making any changes to someone else. Okay? If we are conveying the message of one person to another without making changes, then it is called a direct speech. But if we are conveying that same message in our own words to someone else, then we are making use of indirect speech. Let's see with an example. For example, imagine that you are going to play with your friends. Okay? At that time, your mother will ask you, "Did you do your homework?" Mother asked Ansha. So this is the question. Mother asked Ansha. And if I am making use of that same words spoken by mother to someone else, then it is called direct speech. If I say the same words spoken by mother, like, "Did you do your homework?" Mother asked Ansha. If I am repeating the same thing spoken by the mother, then it is called direct speech. Otherwise, if I am using it in my own words, if I am conveying the message in my own words, like, "Mother asked Ansha if she did her homework." This I am saying it in my own words, isn't it? So it is called indirect speech or reported speech. So children, that is the difference between direct speech and indirect speech. Another example, "I am practicing," she said. So if I am using the same words spoken by her, "I am practicing," then it is a direct speech. And if I say it in my own words, whatever she has spoken, I am telling it in my own words, then it is called indirect speech or reported speech. So I hope you understood the basic difference between direct speech and indirect speech. So let's move to vocabulary part. In the vocabulary part, you can see that they have given you five verbs in a box. And below you can see some sentences, isn't it? So we have to complete those sentences with the verbs given above. Okay. All of you take your textbook, page number 61, vocabulary, section A. The first sentence. Virat Kohli has hit a six. Dash Rashid. So you have to complete this sentence using the verbs given above, using the words given above. So sometimes you will have to change those verbs. Only then you can make it a complete sentence, make it a meaningful sentence, grammatically correct sentence. Sometimes you will have to use ed with those verbs. Okay. So which verb can you use here? It is exclaimed. Exclaimed. Rashid. Exclaim means to shout suddenly in surprise or fear. Okay. To express sudden emotion when you are in surprise. So here it is exclaimed. Virat Kohli has hit a 6. So that person is telling it in a surprise. So exclaimed Rashid. Let's look to the next one. These curtains look really pretty. Dash father. So this is a statement made by father. So which verb can we use? We can use remarked. Okay, we can use ed, remarked. Remarked means to make a comment, to say something. Okay. Next one. Everyone waited for the judge to dash the name of the winner. So which verb can you use here? You can use the word declare. Declare means announce. All were anxiously waiting for the announcement of the winner. Okay. So I hope you will be able to do the rest of the two sentences by yourself. Okay. Select the correct verbs from the box. Now let's move to the next part. In the next part, you can see in the box there are two sentences given. In those two sentences, you can see a same word, that is match. You can see the word match in the first sentence and also in the second sentence. And both this match, it sounds alike. We pronounce it in the same way and it also look alike. Look alike means it has the same spelling, isn't it? But the meaning differs. But the meaning of the word match in the first sentence is different from the meaning of the word match in the second sentence. Let's see that. Smriti likes being the opening batswoman in a match. So in the first sentence, you have noticed the word match, isn't it? Yeah. Next sentence. This match must be wet. I cannot light it. So in these two sentences, you can see the word match. But these are different. These have different meanings in these two sentences. So the words which sound alike, which has the same sound and which has the same spelling, but meaning is different, such words are called homonyms. You have already studied homonyms from your grammar book, isn't it? Seema ma'am has already taught you homophones and homonyms. So homonyms means the words which sounds alike, which has the same sound and the same spelling, but it has different meaning. Okay. So in the first sentence, match means it is a competition or a contest, isn't it? Yeah. In the second sentence, match means it is a thin piece of wood which is used to light a fire, isn't it? Matchbox. Yeah. So these two words, they sound alike, same spelling, but meaning is different. Let's do the textual exercise. Let's do the textual exercises now. Exercise B. Take the correct meanings of the words in color. They have given you a sentence and one particular word is highlighted in blue. And the word here is sign. And they have given the two meanings of sign. We have to select the correct meaning of sign which would be apt for this particular sentence. So let's look at the meanings of sign. The first meaning is write one's name. It is a signature. Sign means signature. Second one means a mark, a symbol or a written notice. So it means any signs or symbols, just like the symbol that you can see on the screen. So which would be apt for this particular sentence, children? Which meaning of sign? It is write one's name. Please sign this form means please put your signature. So write one's name is a correct option. Option A. See the second one. Use a white bowl to serve the soup, said mother. So bowl has two meanings. The two meanings of the bowl has been given below. The first meaning means to throw the ball at a batsman in cricket. It's a term used in cricket. Next one. Bowl means a deep round vessel or container. The image that you can see on the screen. So bowl has two meanings, and which meaning would be apt for this particular sentence? It is the deep round vessel or container. Option B. Now let's look at the third one. The hospital keeps a detailed record of all the patients. So we have two meanings of records given. Let's see the first one. The best performance by anyone in the past. For example, we can say that Sachin Tendulkar has set a record of 200 runs in a match. So that is a record set by Sachin. It is his best performance in the past. So that is one meaning of record. Another record means it is a written statement of fact. It is a written statement. For example, the teacher has kept a record of that student. Means the teacher has a written statement, a written record of that student, a written details of that student. So record has two meanings, and which would be apt here, children? Here it means a written statement of facts. The doctor has all the records or all the details of that patient. Okay. Children, I hope you understood how to do the textual exercises. So do the rest of the exercises by yourself. I hope you understood today's topic clearly. So children, it's time to wind up our session. That's all for today. See you in the next class.